Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous beats. Villainous beats, villainous beats.
Without us, and there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. What would we do, baby, without us? Sha-la-la-la.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? apocalypse. They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey everybody, it's Thursday. I hope my voice sounds okay. Little on the edge there. Thank you for tuning in. Chris Fury, man on the wall. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. If this is your first time here, thank you for showing your support, and you can continue showing your support on the YouTube channel by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you just might get to see that new sitcom Megan. If you've seen it, you already know. However, you can always catch us on Always Press Record, which is through your Roku devices, through Roku and Amazon devices as well. Shout out to Travius Lawson. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and iHeart. There it is. And including now the Be On Air Network through Ohio Media Schools. So shout out to Ohio Media Schools for the Be On Network. But without further ado, she's not even ready. Is it the thumbs up? I can't tell. I don't want to bring you up because it's the okay. All right, she says it's cool. All right, Lady Mandalore.
Hi everybody.
The shot that I had was not the shot that was. Let's just say
was given.
Yeah, it was giving. It was just you're my second in command, so I would be like no.
No. I'm hi.
You're in the kitchen today, aren't you?
Let me cook.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, baby.
I love this woman. I really do. She's my second in command for a reason. She's my second in command. She mellows things out like, hey, you didn't do what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I did.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I
gotta make sure everything's on the everything. Like what?
She's the mother.
Luffy, come back.
Right.
Where you?
I'm sitting on the bow and I'm just like, oh, Jesus. Yeah. So we have our crew coming through the building. The Games Master, Navy Montel. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, fam?
What's the cup?
Oh,
is that the Dano? Yes, it is.
Yep.
I should bring mine out. I like yours better.
As soon as I got it from the theater, it went right on my shelf. It's right there.
Oh, I got my Black Panther one that's like that.
Yeah, it's next to my my Endgame cup too. I have Captain Marvel as the
say okay. I got Cap.
I wanted Cap so bad, yo. I was just like, "Do you have Cap?" No. Oh, you muglets. Fine. I'll take the blonde-haired fake. Okay, it's not a problem. That's how I felt at the time, and of course,
he was proven wrong.
Yeah, indeed. And of course, my man, Indiana
you know
Jones.
what?
Yeah,
that is truly indie. I think he was nominated.
Yes.
What was the category? I was shocked it was actually nominated, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Was it VR? It had to be visual effects.
Right.
Probably.
So is in the building.
What up, man?
What it do?
It had to be because Dial of Destiny was pretty dope. They did a really good job.
It's not a bad movie. I think it was bad timing.
Yeah,
I'm not used to seeing Kira not in the room surrounded by light
it's
nerdiness.
coming.
It's like coming. Noodles and curls.
I'm in my domesticated section of the show.
Okay, I'll check that box off your list. And she's domesticated. Okay.
She said she's cooking. She said let her cook. She made a dish, and I was just like, so just go ahead and slide me the recipe.
Hey, listen, look.
Shout out.
I got myself some.
Shout out to Organic Chrissy.
Don't. No, not wait.
She's amazing.
Not the noodles.
She can't see the noodles.
It's not carb noodles, Chrissy. It's not carb
It's-
noodles. I
It
promise.
don't matter. It don't
it's the-
matter. It
it's
don't
the-
matter.
She handling them
It
like
don't
they're
matter.
Play-Doh.
don't-
Like,
it don't
no, not
Let
the
me
fake
just-
noodle. No.
Let me just move this out the way
Oh
so I
my
don't get
god.
in trouble.
The cinematic assassin is in the building.
What up,
We'll be
Mike?
watching. What's
What
happening?
up? What up? I'm just gonna try and keep up with Navy. You know, we always revealing things. I'm just gonna let that pan in.
Yo, shut the front door, man.
Who
Yo,
Where'd
that's
you get
Aaron
that one from?
Harden. Yo.
Where'd you get that
Yo.
from?
Oh, how'd you
Get the
Where you
frack
find
out
stuff?
of here.
See, thank you for not posting where you be getting your stuff in the chat no more. By
Well,
the way,
We also need to check if there's any garage sales that have been robbed because right after he's like, look what I found.
Cinematic
No.
assassin has ways. He just has ways.
Since Navy brought up garage sales, just real quick. When I
See,
first
look.
got into collecting, it was a dude that was just like, "Hey, I got this whole big collection come through," and I promise you, he was moving units for $10, and it wasn't just whatever. He had some like OG Star Wars joints.
Come
He
on.
had
He's messing with
some
the-
deluxe joints, everything.
he was mad.
He
Yeah.
bought a storage
was
unit.
mad
That's
at
what he
somebody.
did. He bought a storage unit.
Mhm. I don't like this stuff. I know several who do. Give me that. How much was it? 10?
I'm walking around the table on the app trying to check like what's the trading value, all this stuff, trying not to like.
See, that's where you mess up. Don't do that, man. Don't show them your hand, bro. Come on
Look,
now.
I know.
Don't pull
Look,
a Spartan.
someone. Yeah. Speaking of Black Spartans in building.
Why did I catch a stray? Why did I catch a stray?
We know that story about the book that you paid a hefty.
We will
penny
never
for.
forget that story, my friend.
Yeah,
that
Black
is
Spartan
one
Stories
that I
is
will
now a
hold-
pending playlist on the channel. We have like 5 of them.
Every time I come on here, I feel like more of my personal life gets thrown onto the wolves.
Look,
It's like you say, how the frack we got here.
yeah, exactly. Oh my God. So, how's everybody's Thursday?
Mine has been okay for the most part. Bit of a solemn thing. My bestie came in from Houston. Her little brother passed away last week. So
Wow. We're not talking about Angie, are we?
No.
Okay.
No. And the funeral's on Saturday, and just lending her all types of support. So like I tell everybody, don't take it for granted you're gonna be here tomorrow, because I promise you that it's not a promise.
Yes. Our very own Griota Horror is dealing with the loss herself.
Yes.
So shout out to Lanny. We've been keeping an eye on her. We're a very tight crew, despite our statewide separation.
Physical distance. Society. Physical distance.
Man.
I swear they need to get me a flying car like right now, just so I can I'll be home later, honey. I gotta go to New Jersey and I gotta go to
I
New York.
mean, we could all just get a compound and call it a day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Someone that says everything is a cult, the first thing you suggest is a cult.
Contradiction.
Wait,
Gotcha.
I'm antisocial. I don't want everybody else to show up, just y'all.
Okay. Dr. Umar and Kira, that's suspicious.
We're on,
Sounds like a cult. You don't find that suspicious?
we're on the VIP list.
We
Okay.
do. You're right. You're right. We need instant transmission.
That's what
It's
all
just
cars
like-
need. Instant transmission.
I've
sorry.
wished on every shooting star. They've all failed me so far.
It's either
I'm
instant
sorry.
transmission or the power of flight, just to scare
Look.
white folks.
I'll
I
take teleportation.
swear, it's funny that we'll be watching mention that. Still to this day, the funniest moment in instant transmission is the Broly movie when Goku and Vegeta show up at Piccolo's spot, and Piccolo's like, "The fuck y'all doing here? I don't." If that wasn't the blackest response, he was like, "We need your help to fight Broly." He was like, "I ain't gonna leave in this fight. What are you talking to me for?" He's like, "We don't know how to fuse. Can you show us?" I'm like, "I'll show you how to fuse, but I'm not coming in there to fight with y'all."
That's
How about
that's
that?
not my business.
Didn't y'all say it's the same? Didn't y'all say it's the same saying that whooped you and him?
It's like,
It's like,
"Fuse,
both
how about
y'all?"
I refuse to be a part of this? How about that?
It's like, now, could you leave? I got grits to make. I ain't got time.
Might have made him and tossed him on Vegeta. Said, "What the fuck you
Right.
asking me for?"
And the funny part is, all of them felt it and unanimously were like, "Yeah, I ain't going to that shit."
Right.
That
Like
part.
Kame House was shaking, and they were all just like reading the paper, like, "Nope."
Nope.
Well,
Either they got it or we all gonna die. I've died twice. I get a Sunday on the third one.
That's the whole thing of Goku better reach deep down in that plot armor and pull out something.
And then 2 failed fusions. Frieza got his ass beat longer than the entire tournament of power.
Jeez. So, quick word of advice to all of our watchers, our subscribers, our listeners. If you enjoy seeing us and you would like to see us at your favorite con, reach out to said con and tell them that you are looking for us to come to wherever so they can pay for our way to get in there. And we can give you a grandstanding show. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Everybody
That would be nice.
Or just pay for my closet. If I give me a closet, I get bring a blanket and a pillow. I'll be fine.
Ooh, not a closet.
Give me a closet.
I bring the whole thing to be a
or
little
hotel. But we prefer the hotel because we can cover everything else. Just
Oh, hold on. I'm in New York, my guy. I need airfare. I'll pay the hotel.
we'll write up contracts.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the China bus to come down here to Virginia, and then we'll
Ain't
travel
no way.
together.
Ain't no way.
I was so confused leaving J1 Con.
I think we were, and shout out to Jason Richardson. I was just like, wait a minute, I got to park here, and I got to go. Wait a minute, I got equipment. Oh, jeez.
It's why everything's gonna be on wheels.
Yeah,
But it's the fact that they walked me out of like the little runway area and then down the stairs onto the tarmac, and I'm like, why don't we need to go to TSA? We could have just walked around for this.
Dang, y'all went old school way.
You had to take a bus
Oh,
to the Philly airport and get dropped on the opposite side of where your actual flight was.
Tell them about it. Oh yeah.
All right, all there, yes sir.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell them. Let them know. Yes. Say hey.
Thank you.
Y'all missing out.
Right.
Missing out.
I give away cool shit.
You know, we're trying to get with Geeks and Grubs and maybe do a pop-up show while she does a pop-up, anime style thing.
If you could ever get her to slow down,
that'd be the one time I would be silent. I'll be silent just from eating. Just
Mary Lou, she is perpetual motion with hair. Are you
I love
Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make it to one of those eventually.
I love it. I love it. Every time she has a new thing with spice and everything, I'm like, oh, I do need some new spice.
Yo, she gave up my goddamn secret on the damn sumac, man. That shit is like gold. Ain't nobody knew about it. I'm like, oh, what is this lemon flavor? Is that lemon? No.
It's not your secret anymore, my dear.
that's the secret's out on that one.
Love it, love it, love it. So
and after we get a tour of the Mandalore Hive.
I don't know what you're cooking.
Always.
You never answered my question, Karen. What you're cooking?
Venison bolognese.
Ooh.
With linguine.
And now we're going right back through
the
tour.
We're going more
to
this is more
let's go ahead and get that compound.
I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that looks amazing.
It's good.
Let's go ahead and get that compound together.
More twists and turns than a Scooby-Doo chase right now.
Use Rotini next time.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo, I have to give shout out to Ace Vane.
That's cool.
I have been at
He going to hell.
I have been at work and seen Ace Vane
Wow.
videos, and thank God I stay in the office by myself. I have lost it. I'm just like, yo, you're supposed to bust that stuff open, Velma. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
Just hearing Velva and Daphne, go ahead, bust that wide open. I'm like, no. No.
Ace has learned the power of AI voices and is a damn demon.
I love it.
I think he was trying to outdo himself on every clip. He's
like,
you know what?
Working.
Let me.
It is working. Oh my god. Yeah,
should
yeah, Ace is wild.
Ace is the homie. I love everything he puts out.
I haven't been disappointed yet.
No.
We got some news because wow.
Right.
That's not even the first. Not even a word. That's an expression.
I was gonna say which one we starting with.
So
take a pick.
WWE and AEW have been extremely busy this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, trademarked the name The Rock. Smart move. Smart money move. I don't think anybody else has ever really thought about doing that. His daughter is what she's like a GM now.
Yeah, she's a general manager of NXT.
NXT. And I'm just like, yo, and we've said it before. Why hasn't this entire family just
taken over? Dominated?
Like there's enough of them. Like pool the resources and just look at the board of directors and walk in that bitch and just say it's ours.
All them
Usos, Roman Reigns, Rocky Johnson, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Yakuza, Rikishi,
every Samoan, every Samoan known to man.
Nia Jax, like I'm just like it's endless.
Nia Jax, don't
Nia. Did I say Nia? Yeah, I said Nia.
Said Nia. Please don't say Nia because the man called her Nia and she lost her shit. So
you don't want that. I've seen her in action.
But shout out to The Rock for finally getting back ownership of your trademark. I'll give him that. Because that means his merch is still selling.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He is still him.
Yeah. And in other
Can you smell what HR is cooking?
Right.
WWE has garnered a deal with Netflix starting in 2025. So Raw will be now over there, which raises a lot of concerns for like SAG-AFTRA. And it's like, oh, you found a loophole to kind of get away with some stuff.
But this is it's a $5 billion deal.
$5
billion.
WWE made out like a bandit.
They did. I mean, it's a crazy fucking deal.
$5 billion to show Raw in 2025.
And with no ads.
Right.
So
forgot about that part.
Yeah, no ads. I'm like, yo,
So what's gonna happen during where there normally were commercial breaks?
Oh, it's straight. It's a straight broadcast.
It's a straight run.
And with it being there, I honestly believe anything flies, anything goes.
Especially if they're not keeping the TV 14 rating anymore.
Yeah.
It'll be their first live episodic series on that. Wow. That's gonna be interesting and kind of scary.
You know what's gonna happen, Navy? TVMA is gonna show up.
Yeah. They're about to lose their mind.
Era 2.
Yeah. So in a spin of events that doesn't really surprise me, there's a lawsuit that's accusing Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis of sex trafficking.
Really? Whatever gives you that idea? Go figure.
I thought this was Dark Side of the Ring for the moment, but the details behind this case, Jesus.
The man,
I'm telling you, 2024 is the year of truth. The cat apocalypse continues.
Airing out is real. I'm actually here for it, to be honest with you, because
who's black in the WWE that we can put on Shannon Sharp's couch?
Tell
us everything.
Nobody's going. Well, no. Actually, Jonathan Coachman might talk. He was fired from WWE.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was.
He might talk.
Well, maybe not with the regime change.
He's not under NDA anymore since TKO bought WWE. So technically, he could talk.
it wasn't. Was it Triple H that fired him?
Vince did.
Yeah,
There we go. Problem solved. Go after the steak eating, two-tone tie wearing monster.
So the details of this lawsuit you're just like, what the fuck? Demands for sex and begin forcefully using toys during sex, injuring the person who's doing the accusations.
And she's eating.
Yeah, sorry, Kira.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Mandalore. I'm so
sorry, Kira.
Kira's face was everything. I thought that noodle was gonna go right out on 42nd Street.
My word.
Sorry, what?
My word.
Yeah. The suit further alleges Grant's mental and physical health deteriorated, leading to McMahon sending her to what was described as a celebrity doctor in November and later paid $20,000 for surgery.
Yep. And the whole thing about
oh no, you can't go anywhere, Kira. No, you're right here. No.
Oh, it's one more. It's one more.
It's Mae Young. It's Mae Young stories all over again.
Yikes! Yikes! Wow.
That's about the best. That is the most cleanest way I can put it. It's the Mae Young stories all over again.
I don't need it.
So what seems to be this crazy rabbit hole dealing with this? Brock Lesnar has been named in this lawsuit as well.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
You can't trust somebody that don't got eyebrows.
Just so you know, I'm drinking ginger tea.
Well, I mean, he's got a dick knife on his chest. What do you expect?
Yeah.
You got a tattoo of an orifice on your chest. Come on now.
His forehead is this big. Okay, so what does it matter?
It's a wild time.
All I gotta sit there and say is I feel sorry for the person that's got to repeat all of that in court.
Yeah.
Was Kevin Dunn mentioned in this lawsuit?
I didn't see it.
Kevin Dunn was. I went to look it up. Kevin Dunn is not mentioned in the lawsuit.
All right.
Because I was like, Vince is in trouble again. Somewhere there's a court filing.
So Bucky McBuckerston is no longer is not a part of it. Okay, good.
Yeah. Which that kind of explains why TKO wanted to get rid of him last year. That kind of explains it.
That man makes a beaver look toothless.
The air out is real for this season. I'm here for it. Thank you, Cat Williams, for opening that door and letting this has been amazing.
Your association with losers.
Wait, Will flag on the play. Hold on.
Before we jump off of this, I swear for Lord, somewhere in the details, I saw something about she was upset because Vince number 2 on her kid during a threesome.
Yes.
And I believe wholeheartedly.
That sounds right about napkin.
Yeah, right about napkins. So in happier news, Carl Urban showed a photo saying they are done shooting Mortal Kombat 2. They've just wrapped up shooting. Not to be outdone, but Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool, however we like to know him, he said they're also done wrapping up. That's not my photo. That is his photo. He did that in sheer Ryan Reynolds fashion. They are completely done. They're wrapped filming with that as well. I'm really looking forward to this. There's a shot of them walking, like you've seen this. This got to be that scene, and he jumps on his back, and Logan throws him off, and he jumps back up, and I'm like, okay, this got to be part of the scene.
Yeah,
because it's too like him.
Insert fastball special joke.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna do that.
You had no problem.
He does it. Yeah.
I can see that. You had no problem with the Russian guy.
You're looking good. It's looking very good. We have a little trailer. It's not what you think. Because I didn't have the heart. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, which trailer? Oh, I wonder which one it is.
I didn't have the heart for that one. I was just like, yeah, that ain't happening.
Can I get Kira's take real quick on the Bad Batches trailer that we saw on Tuesday?
I cried a little. I cried a little for Tech. Tech hurt. Tech still hurts.
Oh yeah. It does. It does.
Yeah.
It is stuck tears. And thug tears are okay.
And the fact they went to go find his glasses, they have his corpse somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see him again. This is like fucking Hodor all over again. I don't want to see him.
They're gonna perfect doing to him what they did to who was the one they had locked up basically like a brain machine for like 6 months.
Oh God.
Oh shoot.
Somebody. I can't remember.
Damn you, Christy.
I can't remember. He's dead to me though.
Damn.
I mean, he's a walking zombie. He never got his melanin back after he got out the machine.
Oh fuck! Right, that dude, not him, not the other one.
This whole squad has gone out bad.
This is what makes it hurt. It does make it hurt. And knowing that it's the finals, you're just like,
how are you gonna rap? Ooh, and we get my girl. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
Go ahead.
You meant it. You meant it.
If they ever brought her in live action,
with hair, it took 20 years, but she has hair.
Yeah, I don't. That I'm not understanding unless she's like 5 or 15 or some shit in that thing. Which technically, I guess she is a teenager. She'd have to be a teenager at around about that time if we're going by regular years. But around about.
Being an angry Sith makes you bald headed. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, hatred keeps you alive. Hatred keeps you alive, but also reduces hair loss.
I'm telling you now, if they were to bring her to live action, I have a pick.
I have one too.
Let's see if it's the same one.
It's not the same one.
You're sure?
I'm 1,000% certain.
Okay.
That's what they want you to believe.
Lord.
Who's your pick?
I'm trying to remember her name.
Samara Weaving. What? The Margot Robbie twin?
The fuck? No.
To be fair, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just threw out a name.
Michelle C. Smith.
Ooh. Oh, she's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's good. She did a fan film with her as Asajj. She wants to be Asajj.
She's fucking amazing.
That's who I'm learning the staff spinning from.
Yes. And I'm like, yo, she does this spin. I still like the way she spins it from one arm behind her back, on her back, to the next arm. And I'm just like,
here, you can do that.
Video tomorrow. It's a dope move. It's such a dope move. My pick would have been Tati Gabrielle.
Okay.
But now that she says Michelle C. Smith, I was looking at straight looks, but now if you're talking about straight out
talent and looks,
yeah.
Here's like outrageous.
She knew what she was doing.
It's makeup. It's makeup.
I'm telling, if y'all go on these internets and look up Asajj Ventress and look up Michelle C. Smith, like type the whole shit in, her video comes up and she is her. She is her. Like
there are so far 2 women that I watch faithfully who are good with acrobatics and martial arts: Michelle C. Smith and the Samurai. They never fail to fucking impress me.
That's true.
Could she do it?
Samurai could.
Is she willing to cut that beautiful hair?
Fuck no! They better CGI that bitch.
We can pack it down. All the makeup effects in the world, we can pack that down.
Disney got money. They can afford to do CGI on her hair. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't you touch that girl's hair.
You better not.
So if anybody played like Republic Commando, was Delta Squad in that trailer missing a teammate? Meaning, if anybody played the game,
oh dear God, why do you take me back down memory lane?
Just because if you look closely, Scorch comes up like 3 times in season 2.
Wait,
if Filoni's behind it, there's not going to be any.
And they show up in like I think the last season of Clone Wars, and the game ends with like just before Order 66 on Kashyyyk, with them being told like you can't go back for your 4th teammate, and then I see only 3 of them escorting Palpatine.
Right.
Unless they're just being nice and throwing Easter eggs, but I would like a conclusion. If not, give us a second game already. Damn.
I'm surprised I remember that. God, how long has it been since that game?
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. It's been a minute.
So I am going to show this trailer. Have at you what you will. It's Tekken 8.
全世界の人類に告げるザ・キング・オブ・アイアンフィストトーナメントの開催を宣言する。ただし力を示せぬ弱者を国ごと消えてもらうことになる。
Damn.
Seek Jin Kazama.
The battle to decide the ranks of the new world begins now.
I was born for this. Like Jade in the mix, I get a load of this. You and Cozy
Leroy Smith.
rocking a gold. I'm not anonymous.
The fighters will battle for personal glory and the fate of their countries.
I'll give Kazuya a nice smack in the face! これで全てのピースが揃った。託された希望、決して無駄にはしない。
It's a new age, still a no game. Watch me pave a new way. It's a no brain. Play dudes with the dudes in a cool way. Not the school's rules, even though they could be.
人類よ、戦いに教本しろ。
I will say this: the Kazama storyline has always been one of my favorites. Has always been one of my favorites.
Wait, was that it, or was that the one that had more after it at the end?
No,
it just started. That was it.
That's one more after.
Yeah.
There's like 3 different intros that are being put out there right now. So the one that Chris had,
I thought that was the one that had the Eddie at the end of it.
No, that's the movie scene one. This is why I give Tekken credit, because they have released like 5 different videos in the last 48 hours. So that's what's so it. Don't get me wrong, it looks great, but god dang, one trailer, one. That's all we freaking needed.
Oh no!
They said, "Oh, hold my beer."
The dragon shooting flames. I just need to see what's happening.
Bandai Namco know exactly what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
I just love when I saw Eddie Gordo. Everybody's like, "Who's gonna get him? They can't play." I'm like, "Step your game up."
I'll play it. I won't be happy with the Killmonger swoop, but I'll play it.
The Killmonger cut. You did call it, Safari. Every black person now has the Killmonger haircut. I'm kind of annoyed by that.
No, the funniest tweet I've seen was what is it? Locks, twists, braids, and waves. Long ago, the 4 hairstyles lived in harmony, and then the Killmonger swoop attack. They got Eddie. They got Miles.
God.
Like 3 other people whose names I can't think of.
Somebody in what is
they
it? Oh God, Fortnite. I think
Yeah.
2.
Fortnite's actually decent with their hairstyles. I give them that much credit.
At least they had locks from the beginning. Fortnite had locks from the beginning, so at least you could choose to be aesthetically correct as you wanted to be. So I can't be mad about that, but still.
Yeah, I never understood the Eddie slander. Like, get good.
I was sit there and said, pick up the sticks and I hand my gamer tag out like it's a business card. Come catch these hot L's.
Jesus.
Come catch these hot L's.
So Vincent D'Onofrio, fantastic actor, by the way, really wants to do a fight scene with Spider-Man. Now, for those who are saying, he was always a Spider-Man villain first.
Yeah.
He's just more popular with Matt Murdock. That's all.
Yep.
He really wants to do it.
Just don't do it on a Sony picture.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Sony,
Speaking of taking shit
Sidebar,
on-
the first thing that pops up on my Instagram feed are game devs using the Killmonger cut too much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Sony
Lost has spoken. Stop it.
Sony, you need to relax. You got a good thing going. Stop trying to
Barely.
make Madam Web a thing.
Do they?
Again. One.
You got one series. One.
Look, just for any dude who's not paying attention, if you go on release day, it's Valentine's Day. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. You'll
Right.
leave that theater single. Don't do it.
They
like,
want to do another No Way Home style Spider-Man film. They want to bring Maguire and Garfield back.
Mhm.
That's commendable. I like them both. That's nothing wrong with that. However, that's kind of beating the dead horse, right?
Pretty much.
I don't
I mean,
like it.
You could give Andrew Garfield his third Spider-Man movie.
No, they want to give us everything else.
That's like you could give that man justice and let him finish out his trilogy, but
Oh no, they shot themselves in the foot the minute Tom Holland came into the mix.
Yeah.
just
When Tom Holland came to the mix, Garfield time stopped.
Meanwhile, Feige and Holland are over there saying, "So we need to make this our film." Let them cook. Sony, don't do this. Just don't.
they're still trying to sit there and tell Marvel, we can make a great story too. We did Craven.
And what was the one with the M Mulligan murder?
Morbius?
Oh,
Yeah, that
Morbius.
one.
We got
Terrible.
Morbius, and we got Craven the Hunter coming, which is gonna be whatever.
Why are we even getting Craven? I don't even see his relevance. He's never even
Because
been pinpointed.
You know what it is?
Sony's
You know what it is?
executives and a line of Peruvian marching powder.
You know what it is? They seen just how popular the Joker was. And they say,
Hey,
oh, let's
but it-
tell our villain story.
but it was
No,
good. But it
we
was
don't need that. And we definitely don't need you taking Craven and say, oh, he's not so much a bad guy. He's an anti-hero.
No.
That's called Punisher. That's what that is.
But that's what bothered me. They took one iconic movie with Joker and said, let's try to multiply that in other movies, and couldn't do it.
Because it wasn't their idea. It wasn't their idea. They have no original ideas. And they
Oh no,
keep
I'm not.
trying-
Not taking nothing away. He is a good actor,
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
nobody's saying that.
but it's just I don't.
But his choices as of late are questionable.
Wait. How big was the check?
That's a
Not
good
that
question.
big.
It could.
I'm just saying for you to do a.
It
I'm
paid New
just
York
saying.
rent for a month.
Mr.
Right.
Mr. Mayhem, I need you to come back to
said
class.
Craven. Yeah, Panama said Craven was never anti-hero. This is true.
He
You
was
want to
never
give me a
anti-hero.
Craven? Give me a true Craven and send him over to MCU.
Craven was
over there.
exactly. Craven was never a quote unquote hero. He was a hunter.
Yes.
He hunts.
He was a
Peter would be
villain.
mad at him right now.
Yeah.
Wasn't the whole theme of him being a hunter like to promote the welfare of animals and how hunting is bad? Wasn't that the whole like part
Yeah.
of his
He
MO?
Yeah.
He's a fucking villain. Let him live.
He wanted to prove himself to be the apex predator. It's what he was proving. He's the Randy Orton of the MCU, basically. But it again, why do we need a movie? But again, like Madam Web. Why do we need Madam Web?
Because they were gonna run out of what is that? The
This
time
is
was
how-
gonna run out.
This
on
is
there.
how bad. This is how bad it is, in my opinion.
Mhm.
The people who did Madam Web, they were saying, "Oh, we wanted to tie in Tom Holland."
No.
Didn't you like show us a trailer and it was a young Uncle Ben?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. And
Go
someone
back.
actually told them that doesn't fit with the timeline.
Can I
August
also,
If you want to make it a young variant Ben, maybe, but no, not our main MCU.
Mm.
and not only that, you fucking fumbled the bag when you were showing Spider-Man in those first couple of Venom movies. You couldn't follow through on that. So why would I let you play with my toys? For real, for real?
Because MCU, Marvel's sitting there saying, we did Spidey right. Y'all should just go ahead, take your side of the profits, and be quiet.
And
Like,
live.
show me Spot popping in y'all dimension for half a second on accident, and maybe I'll believe it. Like,
Hell,
No,
show
because-
if you show me Madam Web as an old woman.
And they
Explain
still-
That is
they
how we
still
were
cared.
introduced to Madam Web in the first place. What Why are they going backwards?
Because
Why?
somebody didn't watch the animated series. And
Maybe she gets
take
old
note.
in the movie, and it's actually Spider-Man Unlimited coming back to hunt people down.
Maybe
Ooh.
it does look like Spider-Man.
Helen
Wait,
Mirren.
is she?
Helen Mirren.
Is she? Which kid is she of an older celebrity? Is she the Goldie Hawn set?
No, she is what is his name?
Don Johnson?
Don Johnson, yes.
Ugh.
Don Johnson and Melody Griffith.
He needs a check.
Not Don Johnson. Every time, come on, goes back to Django Unchained every time.
Oh Lord.
What's that film?
The way I looked at him, I'm just like,
not Nash Bridges. Not Nash Bridges. Back to Django. I
Dog,
can't
we
see
used
that.
to like you, man. Why do your face look like a road map right now, bro?
Man, it's just that white privilege makes you age old as shit.
Well,
That's
from the rumors
that's-
that I've heard, he better stop
Giggity.
doing what he's doing.
yeah, that's the curse. That's the curse right there. So we know that they're doing an X-Men film. We got that right.
Mhm.
However, there have been several X-Men animated shows.
Mm-hmm.
We have obviously 97 X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
We have Wolverine in the X-Men. We
Yep.
have X-Men Evolution.
Yep.
Mhm.
We have two animes, Wolverine
Mm-hmm.
and X-Men.
Yep.
Wolverine was a hard one to kind of swallow. It was
all over.
It looked good. They both looked good. Don't get me wrong. However, that they use that long form of anime storytelling when you don't really need it for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when the action hit, it hit. Same with the X-Men.
But it took a while, especially for Wolverine. Wolverine and Silver Samurai, that took a while.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problems with those versions. Like they took them. We know who he is. We don't really need the big, long, drawn out.
But they tried. See, they wanted to do that long. They wanted to go the long path storytelling instead of just keeping it a short series. Which, if it was shorter, it would have done better.
And
I mean,
I applaud them for trying something out of the ordinary because we were seeing the same type of format all the time. And I was always curious, what if it translated over to animation, to Japanese animation style? And I liked it for what it was, But if you're used to that long form storytelling, you really won't be disappointed by it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, they even had even the Blade animated. They had
Blade, Iron Man, and the X-Men. I was surprised that they chose it as like the actual movie plot line for the Wolverine.
Yeah,
I enjoy Blade.
I feel like one of the few people who knew that source material.
Iron Man kind of annoyed me though.
Oh,
he got along with his pops. Really? Like what different Earth is this that Tony and his dad got along?
Earth Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen. Earth Tokyo.
It's like, just tell the story. It's right there. Sometimes you don't need to just go outside the box to tell the story of already established characters.
Right.
Just tell that story.
I mean, worked for Punisher, even though it was two failed. No, I can't call it two failed movies because Dolph Lundgren was way out there. Thomas James was okay, and rest in peace to Ray Stevenson. You had what you had, sir.
I'm sorry, that scene, there's a scene in Punisher Warzone that cracks me up every damn time. And it's when he walks into the house and he just shoots a guy right in the head. And the cop is like, God damn it, Frank! Like it caught him completely off guard.
I still hope, outside
that
the Marvel
in a rocket
series,
launcher scene. So
outside the Marvel series, I still hope for a good Punisher movie. Even though I still say Thomas Jane is the perfect Punisher, but that's just me.
I think the Dolph Lundgren version of Punisher. If you didn't call it Punisher, it's a great R-rated shoot 'em up film of that time.
It's basically Cobra, except your hero's halfway naked most of the movie.
Like you didn't lean into the whole Punisher aspect. Like you just seen it on the hilt of a knife, and that was it.
All I guess to say is, how did you convince Dolph Lundgren to sit there naked yoga style from the back end, and you're doing extreme close-ups, asking? He's literally like, "Why God am I still alive?" But he repeats that like what 5 times in the movie.
Copious amounts
Mm-hmm.
of white powder.
Mm-hmm. I felt bad for Lou Gossett Jr. because the 80s was his time, though. I felt so bad for him.
Of all people.
Dare.
Of all people. So
you gave us Iron Eagle, sir.
Right. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the DCEU and the MCU movies. We each have our own picks and how they should have ended. Maybe, just maybe, it would have been better off. Blurred's Eye View is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blurred's Eye View for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blurs across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blurred mystery box company.
I was eating. What commercial? Commercial break. I'll give you a commercial. There's a goddamn celestial in the ocean and no one is talking about this. What even is that?
Spider-Man, a psychopath wielding powers he has no right to possess.
Jameson, not now. Is this a Thanos thug showing up on CBT? Did Jesus come back and get stuck halfway through? How does nobody have answers on this? It has been sitting here ignored and untouched for months like a Christmas tree. We might as well hang ornaments on it. Read all 600 pages of the Sokovia Accords. Everybody got their nose up in Wakanda business. But nobody has answers on this? I don't even need like an official news report. Send a single TikTok star with a ship. How is nobody investigating this? What the fuck?
This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store. All right, we are back.
Every
That's just
time I hear the end of Pop Stars, it's like,
Tafari's commercial never gets old.
No.
Thank you. I'll be here till the next pandemic.
I honestly think that it still keeps him up at night.
You know it does.
No, what kept me up at night is how the fuck we all beaten this 25 years ago? Because
a lot of patience.
We did need the internet.
I just completed the roster for like the anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Who sat at home and was like, I want a challenge. I'm gonna play the game on story mode on normal and give myself 3 lives instead of 5. Who the fuck was supposed to figure out that combination to get the last character? When I tell you, every cousin I had just had those 3 unlocked slots, and Ness was just a question mark for like 2 decades.
Welcome to the age.
Dedication, sir.
My friend just said he's stolen Nintendo guy.
Don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, that's all.
I've hated that character since Melee, so that's why.
I mastered the art of memorization out of Nintendo guides. My brother mastered the art of taking the page out.
That's what one of my friends said. He's like, "Oh, I just stole the page I needed out of public." So,
makes sense.
So when we would go to the store, I'm like, "Hey, we got this new game," and we would go and get the book, and I'm like, "Damn, somebody got the page. Get the book behind it."
Get your edition of Game Informer and hope that they have.
Right.
I never went the magazine route, and that's probably my fault. I could save myself so much time.
That's when you got the first batch of GTA codes. That Game Informer magazine.
That and Game Facts.
Yeah.
We had our ways.
Mhm.
And it seems like some of those ways are coming back in forms that we have to do it. So
still need new Game Genie.
We do. So we've seen several MCU films, we've seen several DCEU films, of course.
Unfortunately.
Oh, boy, I can start a diatribe on those.
However,
there
black hair in it.
However, we decided to do a roundtable discussion and pick a film from either property and tell the crew how would you have ended it differently, or what would you have included to make it better. So we will start with the lady of the hour, of course. She's like, I am so sick of you doing that. I'm like, I'm a gentleman. What do you want me to do?
I don't need chivalry. I'm my own woman.
She said she's 16. She's a grandmother.
She said, I don't need
shit. God damn it.
All right, so I'll.
No, I'm good.
Good? Okay.
I think I'm good. Let me cook.
Wait till we sound was like, I'm good. Let me tell you about yourself right now. Let me tell you.
I'm just like the cat raised up.
First
and
of
that's
all, my bolognese in my hand. Here you go, embarrassing
that's what I call him.
That cat raised up like heifer.
No, that's what I call him. Yeah,
That's every cat. That's every cat. I'm like, motherfucker.
Like, I'm sick of you calling me. What you want?
He fine. Nothing, because he got a fat ass, full ass belly. I love him. I do love him. I would not trade him for the world. Anyway, I have chosen, surprisingly, Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. What would you change? What would you add? What would you take out?
The director.
I would, for the sake of ease, I'd leave everything the same up until the point where Wanda dies.
Fair.
I would have Wanda would live. And instead of having what is that dude's instead of what's his face's eyeball popping out in the middle of his fucking head, which was annoying.
Strange. Oh yes.
Yeah, Strange. I would have Wanda reach into his chest, go into another dimension within his chest, and pull out Deadpool.
Oh my God.
And then Deadpool goes on to kill the Marvel Universe. And that is how
I hate you. I hate you.
I'm going to quote.
Oh my gosh.
What in the ass?
Why not? It's not. Tell me, is that worse than what they did?
That comic was a mindfuck, first of all.
Well, it's Deadpool, so it's kind of expected.
At the same time, though, it does kind of set up for Deadpool versus the MCU, so it does set up for that.
Just saying.
Also, pulling a human out of another person's chest is kind of alien, but I dig it.
That's which is also a nod to them in was it Endgame? No, Infinity Wars, where Holland talked about that 90s movie, Alien.
I would have laughed if Deadpool
See that
came
movie
out there
when
and
Alien came out the guy's chest? I'm like, dude, that's called Alien.
I would laugh. You know, what makes it more perfect if Deadpool came out and just said you should have gone for the head.
Okay.
No.
But no. I'm thinking anatomy wise instead of his chest. That would have been. Anyway. I have a filthy mind. Don't let me go.
What in the ass?
Never.
Literally.
If he does come out that way, I need a Bruce Almighty reference.
Okay. I like that idea. I definitely like the idea of them not offing Wanda. I'm still holding out hope. I thought that was kind of a cop out. Elizabeth Olsen loves playing that character. We love that character because let's face it, she's a badass. She is a badass. But she did lose her accent over time. So whatever.
Yeah, it was okay for her to do that.
She's domesticated. We can call Scarlet Witch domesticated now.
She was Americanized.
Yeah.
Efficiently.
It's just okay. I like
blew up her homeland and then let her set up camp here. Kind of just
if you think
about
reflection
of reality.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. She's been in America this entire time. That accent was bound to go.
But not it was supposed to be toned back, not completely wiped.
I mean, if she can mess with her own mind, she can absolutely get rid of an accent. I feel like that's fairly easy.
No more accents.
Yeah, but that's also the booze talking. So I don't know.
No,
Dang.
you might
Really
be
will.
on to
She lost her
something.
accent listening to Taylor Swift. Really?
You might be on to something.
And that's why, Marvel, you need to hire me. I can explain all this shit, even the bad shit, even if I don't want to.
It's perfect. It's okay.
Why couldn't she? She could turn that shit off. She'd be
Like,
done.
didn't you have an accent?
Sure did.
And that's when the secret is revealed. Like,
It's between Rosetta Stone and
That
these
would be like,
hands,
hey, it died with my brother. There's nobody here to speak it with me.
There you go.
Navy. What was
Hi. I'm the weirdo. I like.
We're all a little weird down here.
This is very true. This is very true. I'm gonna go to the DC side.
Okay.
the darkness.
Suicide Squad.
Wait. Which one?
Both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Ain't nobody getting left out.
Damn.
I would have kept Deadshot as the ongoing, but still added Bloodsport. Honestly, having both of them, one, I think Will Smith and Idris Elba working off each other would have just been absolute comedy gold because neither one of them are comedic, but just working off each other been hilarious. And they're just honestly, I think their choice of who they would have killed off should have been different. I think El Diablo shouldn't have been killed. Diablo should have still been in the movie.
I agree.
And Rick Flag, I'm sorry. It pissed me off how they killed off Rick Flag. How are you going to kill off this main guy who's been a part of Suicide Squad forever? You put him in the movies, he doesn't even make it past the second movie. Y'all some niggas.
To Peacemaker.
I haven't forgiven Peacemaker.
Right.
So much I haven't watched the show.
If it were an accident that he got killed, or maybe it was something maybe something happened with Starro, okay, groovy. But you take him out with one of the other members. No, see, that's when you kind of realize it's just like, here, let's just throw it at the wall. Does it stick? It slides a little. Okay, we'll keep it. What the fuck?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Huh?
On prom night.
I will say this for the better one, which is the Suicide Squad. My dear Captain Malcolm Reynolds, arm fall off, boy, of course.
TDK.
He's not dead. He's not dead. It's just if you pay attention, he's not dead. I was like, me and DC had a whole betting pool going. Like, I'm like, this is a lot of people. Somebody got to die. I wasn't,
but Weasel of all people.
Did not see that one coming in.
Justice for my boy Weasel.
Got to see that one through. But yeah, I agree. I agree with the Diablo thing. The first one really bothers me for so many reasons.
It was a Hollywood story. Should bother you.
You know, you have a character who is ethereal and all powerful and related to an otherworldly being, and you have another otherworldly being or demigod, god, whatever you want to call them in Diablo. Those are your big guns, right? What in the hell can Harley, Deadshot, Boomerang do with those type of people? It didn't make sense to me.
They have heart.
Yeah, it didn't make
you believe
and no shade to those characters. Love
not
those
Captain
characters.
Planet. What the hell?
Love those characters. But the fact that Amanda Waller says we've seen what Superman could do, we need to build a team who can combat someone of that level. Well, this ain't the team.
No, far from it. It's
Deadshot has probably the closest shot, and once again, close being a very loose term because he's a sharpshooter, so he's not going to be close enough to do it. He's going to use sharpshooting skills, kryptonite bullet, done and done. Everybody else,
Harley could swing a kryptonite baseball at his head.
I'd like to know what that bat is made out of, because that's a hell of a bat. That's, like, I mean, I've broken a Louisville Slugger, so
God damn, sir.
All of you know how to aim properly. You can break a bat.
Yeah,
Oh, that part.
doesn't take much. Doesn't take much.
That part. Now that's the only things I would make changes to, and just and the other thing that drove me crazy is you finally bring Starro to the screen and you make him laughable.
Yeah.
In the comics, when you even mention Eclipso and Starro, people have this sense of dread because you knew the effect that they had every time, but they turned him almost
Stargirl got it
comical.
right. Stargirl
Yeah,
got it right.
Stargirl made Eclipso right.
With Eclipso. They got it right with Eclipso.
Yeah, I kind of like how
Exactly.
Young Justice did it best with like it's either you don't know or you know, and you're Vandal Savage. You're like, I need to handle this one myself. Everybody stay on the ship. Everyone stay on the world. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
yeah, that too. But go ahead, Navy.
I just don't like that they take true villains from the DC universe and make them throwaway.
Like Boomerang,
or the Thinker.
Yeah,
that hurt. That one hurt.
Come on,
that one hurt. Rick Flag and Boomerang hurt. I was just we actually like Boomerang.
Yeah,
and when he died and the look on Harley's face, yeah, I was like, yo, what?
I like Digger. I did. I was like, okay, because see, he's been a long-standing member of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So in a way, he's a bit of a de facto leader. But once again, what happens when you put something that precious into the hands of Muggles? Yeah, what you saw.
I mean, look what they did to King Shark. You basically turned him into Groot from Wish.
Basically.
I didn't get too bothered because like I like Star.
You're not wrong about that. No, it's just in this. Oh my god!
But then again, I do like Ron Funch's run on as King Shark on the Harley cartoon, which is kind of funny. It's because it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's just hearing Ron Funches talk as King Shark.
But the thing about it is, King Shark was actually very intelligent and he formed sentences.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole thing like bird. It's like
not a dummy. He's not dumb.
The end of Dark Apocalypse War.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what the hell?
It's been an honor serving with you all. Are you shitting me?
Right.
Lord. So that's me. That's what I would have changed.
Okay.
You already know how I feel about Shazam. We ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Don't worry, we can do it all again next month.
Yeah, I think we will.
The first one was fine.
The first one was about as fun as going to Chuck E. Cheese and you got no kids.
Yeah,
the first one.
It's like going to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Yeah, it was fun.
The first one is fine. The second one seemed a bit cobbled.
Hot garbage.
A bit.
That's a nice way of saying it was hot garbage.
And then here's the thing.
Preschool was more organized.
When you're dealing with, mind you, Billy Batson, young kid. What is the downfall to shooting with children in movies? They hit growth spurts. And if you wait too long, they hit that growth spurt quick as hell, because by the time the second movie comes around, Billy's 18.
But the funny part is there was another
it loses
story,
that level.
But there was another story they could have told that would have fit in perfectly with that. You did not have to go what's his face's daughters. There was another enemy that they could have done and it would have been freaking perfect.
The fact that my wife never knew much about Shazam other than what I told her and didn't expect Mr. Mind to show up. And she was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, just right, honey, just roll with me. This is my world. Just kind of roll with me. It explains itself later, which it didn't.
I was gonna say it doesn't.
Never see what that world was up to.
Yeah,
really well.
We had that hope for DC movies, and then at the end, we are literally just looking like, I paid how much for popcorn for this bullshit?
So there was that. Tafari, what was your pick?
Yeah.
Maybe not killing off 2 out of the 3 Senate. Well, not killing off. We have 2 out of 3 incomplete Sinister Sixes between Andrew's one that we just never used. We got cock tease with the Rhino fight that wasn't until the end credits. Then we got Tom's Sinister Six minus Scorpion, who's just I don't know where.
Ooh.
And then speaking of in the air, Vulture is I guess hanging out in Morbius's apartment doing whatever. And for some reason, it's just like fuck them kids because somehow this is Tom's fault. It is, but like,
Yo,
you're in jail. How do you know that? And the
I'm
only
like, you took a very wasted character.
And
out
the
of
only complete
Vulture.
Sinister Six we have was in the Spider-Man game, which apparently, if you give Kraven a shank and some pocket sand, he clears New York in a weekend.
It's something. I agree.
Yeah.
They wasted a character out of Michael Keaton's Vulture, which fantastic actor. Love Michael Keaton. And
he claims he has more on the vault, so we'll see. Hopefully,
here's the thing: even watching him in Homecoming and seeing that level of fear of I know who you are. That I'm like, yo, my guy, you might be stuck. He took this whole thing about have my daughter home by 11 to heart. This is all you ain't making it. And the thing is, he didn't want to kill him. He didn't want to kill him. He's like, dude, I am just trying to take care of my family.
He did give a warning. He said, "You saved my daughter, so I'm indebted to you."
Yeah.
So this time, I'm just telling you, go to the dance, go to the dance, go have fun.
That looking in the rearview mirror at him in the back seat. I'm just like,
you gonna die.
Yeah, that was almost a Godfather moment. Like, just go to the dance and have fun, but don't follow me.
Don't ever ask me about my business. I was just like, don't ever ask me
either
about
that
my
or
business.
deep down, he was just like, Jungle Fever is only okay when I do it. Get the fuck
Yo, that's crossed the line. It's broken. We'll still cross it.
I mean, he had the gun ready.
What the apple pan dowdy, bro? Oh
I mean,
I will say, Evil Dave Chappelle as Shaka was a nice twist.
It's always Evil Dave Chappelle.
Oh, shit.
Always Evil Dave Chappelle.
I do want to see him and somebody else come back because the first Shocker is dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he might as well come back.
Time to play it right. Time to play it right. And
I
I think
mean, we can still get it. It's just I know in the MCU games I know they have a bigger Spider-Man rogues gallery, but to off-screen kill most of Sinister Six was a bold choice.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
And it was very, very much wasted. So
not to mention, you still got a great actor in Doc Ock. Alfred Molina is still around. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's still around, but we got rid of Rhino, we got rid of Vulture, we got rid of Shocker,
to this day,
Scorpion.
Maguire's villain.
Well, we still got Sandman
and Goblin.
Sandman's still around.
And Maguire's villains in Goblin and Doc Ock are masterclass.
William Dafoe playing the Goblin and not needing any special effects is frightening.
It's him walking up to Spider-Man after he done knocked the shit out of him and then hit him in the back of the head like it was his little brother. He was like, I'm like, yo.
And to find out he messed up his lines during the speech.
Yeah. I was like, this complete disrespect. Like
I mean, he gonna sit there and tell your aunt she made you weak. I'll make you a hero. It's like, just dude,
finish the prayer. Finish it.
Oh god. I'm like, damn, dude. That he's just
really pissed me off.
He's weird. Yeah, that was already sitting in the bank for quite a while. But when he does that, it does definitely. And these are, like I said, Defoe and Molina, fantastic actors. And seeing in Molina's scenes as Doc Ock, I'm just like, you are witnessing like villainy, like fucking villainy, and it made you feel for Sandman. I'm just like, this is a nice touch, and then it fell off after that because like you got the '70s show kid as Venom, and I'm like, not sold. I am not sold.
I still laugh when Sandman and Jamie Foxx's character were comparing how they became to be. He's like, "What happened to you?" "Well, I fell into a particle accelerator at full speed." "What about you?" "Landed into a pool of eels and basically got shocked to death." Damn.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we still have no idea what bit Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
There's no Oscorp.
No. But I think we like that. I think that's what makes it better is because we know it's a
I still laugh about that. I still laugh about the Spider-Verse. That my mind goes back to that. You were not the person that should have got bit. That makes me think it was Tom all along. Tom was the person supposed to get bit.
Tie it the fuck together. Cinematic Assassin. What do you got?
I was about to say it's Stark Tech. That's what happened with Tom. That's why Tony knew that Tom existed in the first place.
He was watching.
That's the theory. That's the theory I've seen people saying that like they lost a Stark Tech spider and they like tracked the kid who bit it or got bit for a long time.
Yeah,
clearly didn't donate to his uncle's funeral, but
Tony's. Wow. All right, so a lot of heavy lifting to do here. We're going to fix the Flash.
Oh, you mean
okay? I was asking if
the tried and true Batman and Friends.
Ooh,
you mean Batman and Friends? Yeah.
Keaton and Company.
Keaton and Company.
Will, I love you, but I ain't got that kind of time, bro.
First, we need a more legitimate reason for Barry to go into the past and not actually just stop the person that killed his mom.
Fair.
Second, they said it was a creative choice the way the Chrono Bowl looked. I think a more intelligent choice is to make it look good.
I'm going to quote Uncle Fury on that one. Considering that it's a dumbass decision, I refuse to accept it.
Was the cosmic treadmill not available?
Yeah, I don't like.
I honestly thought that's what I was going to
Chrono
say.
Bowl. Just make it look better. But yeah, the cosmic treadmill was right there. You just okay. But this is also assuming that this movie was actually good and people went to see it and the DCU was thriving and going to continue to exist after this movie. Because at the end, we're going to have Ezra. They can still end up in George Clooney's Batman universe because we're never going to revisit that again. And we'll never visit them again. So yay, gone forever. And then when they're like, well, I wonder like what's going on in my universe, I still stand 10 toes down on the pan around of we just see the back of the Flash and we pan around like on a sunset sort of situation. And as we're getting to the side profile, you hear Grant Gustin's voice. My name is Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive. And that's how
we said that, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I
Yeah.
was expecting a boom into whatever our current verse is going to be, and they was just like, "Psych, here's Aquaman drowning in a puddle."
It could have ended. I don't care. It still could have ended the same way, like the deadening of the DCEU, but you should have ended with Grant. I totally fucking agree.
And I know it's going to change the backstory, so comic purists, don't be super mad at me. But instead of that Aquaman drowning in a puddle foolishness, our post-credit scene, we go back to Keaton. He's in the Batcave. He's like nursing his wounds. He's like, he's on his lethal weapon. I'm really getting too old for this shit, honestly.
I want to. If it's what I'm thinking, go ahead.
He goes over to the cases, looking at all the suits, and he's just like, "It's time." And we get a pan up, and we see the Batman Beyond suit.
Yes.
He's ready to actually pass the mantle on, and then that's how that movie just cut to black right there.
That would have been genius.
See, I'm with you on that one. I was thinking more like he's just there, and the panning is Terry walks in. He was just like, every time I come here, it's a mess.
Can I add maybe
You could have
a
called
little?
Cleo. He would have brought his own suit and everything.
Right.
I want to add a little something, just a little. What if we go back to that universe where Batman dies, and we zoom in on Amanda Waller in her bunker with the clone of Terry, with the Batman suit behind her.
There is so many fucking ways they could have fixed this problem. And
Well,
My only other one, instead of like panning up to the suit, with same sort of setup, Batman, he's super tired, he's sitting down, and in the distance we hear a voice. It's like, old man, every time I leave out, something goes to hell, and you didn't think to call me. We pan over and see the suit. We see Terry walking in
Yeah.
the, we don't even have to know who the actor is in it. We just hear the voice. We see the suit. That's enough. We're all
black.
I was thinking something like that. That would have been pretty dope.
Either that or just like, hey, I got a younger guy who handles that now, but he's busy, and just kind of like how they gave the little nod to the back of Superman's head with the volcano. Like,
You can,
like, yeah,
it could have been. It could have been like.
A
It could have been
world-
like, old man, Barbara called me, told me what was happening. Seriously, you know,
right?
Any of it, you know.
Instead, a world where Gotham isn't ghetto is just doomed to die.
When he said, "Oh, it's the most safest place in the world," I'm like, Gotham, Gotham. That's literally seeded evil.
Or
like no
I
matter
could
what you do.
I can see I can see Batman just sitting there at his console. Like you said, Will said he's nursing his wounds, and he looks down and he says, "You know, I wasn't going to call you." And you just see Terry come over his shoulder and say, "Well, you should have."
It's safe to say that Terry's somehow involved.
Yeah,
it's somehow Terry will always be, because it would have. Once again, the universe is ended. It's done. We know it. But imagine if you still did those types of scenes, knowing that you would have. That would have just like, yo, the rest of this film is shit. However,
look what they built up at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, we sat there and saw that, and Bruce said training's over.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
They have it. It's the same thing with Dark Knight Rises. You get Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the end. Till this day, it still holds conversations. To this day, and it was like, imagine the rest of that movie shit. But you ended with bringing Terry in, and now you're just like, it's there. Now you're really gonna make people like fix this shit.
I didn't know you went by your first name, Robin. I was like, really? I dig it. You late as shit, but I dig it.
Yeah, man. Because we love the product. That's why.
Exactly.
And
we've talked about this before. You know, when you get true fans, people who love the material and want the story to grow and to flourish, we can give you a lot of ideas, but we're not at the corporate table. We're not writing the checks. And
I mean, it's like when you have the actual lore in front of you, you can tweak it for whatever reason, make it more modern, whatever you need to do to kind of fit the times. Fine, but it's there. It's there. Like Keaton is the perfect fucking age to give us old man Bruce. Perfect. You dropped the ball. He said so. Trey Mosley says, how about this? Bruce sits there dejected. We hear a voice. He says, sees a hand that says, "Father, I'm ready," and it's Damien. That
I can see that.
Yo, I would have lost my damn mind. Shout out, Trey. Yo, I'd have lost my damn mind.
You could have teased it with like a mystery voice nagging him the whole day film, and then just him ignoring it.
So there are so many ways. Oh my god!
This is my audition, Mr. Gunn. If you are listening, says it right there. Just trust me.
And if you were even wise about it, you could have introduced Young Justice.
Jim Gunn, we like you over here at the ship. We love your work. We trust you.
I could have seen them use as a jump off for Young Justice.
Yeah, there are so many ways.
Yeah,
many ways.
I mean, we started with Blue Beetle. It's possible.
I mean, yeah, that is very much true.
DC, please do what Marvel decided not to do. Thank you.
I'm gonna stick with Marvel. There's so many ways I can go with DC, but I'm gonna go with Daredevil. Ben Affleck version. Yeah.
All right.
So Ben Affleck version, which was
here's the ride, people.
You're gonna mess with Charlie, so bravo. Thank you.
No, there's no need. That's gonna be great in itself, especially since they're following Born Again, which I'm very excited about, and Bullseye's been at it. So we're not gonna mess with that. That is fine. We got to talk about the dumpster fire that was Ben Affleck's Daredevil. First and foremost, we are going to tear up that script. We are going to light it on fire, and then we're going to try all over again.
Oh, we're getting rid of Coolio
because the reason, huh? No, I mean the whole premise of that entire movie was crap. If I was gonna do it, I wouldn't make it an origin story. I would actually start with the underboss story. Now, for those that don't know what the underboss story is, basically it's involving the Kingpin and a mystery man named Mr. Psych. Mr. Psych takes Wilson Fisk's 6 lieutenants and makes a deal. Whoever can take out the Kingpin basically gets his place as far as Hell's Kitchen, the underworld. At the same time, if you can bring me the head of Daredevil, I will grant your wish. So it's a different story because not only does it, I mean, you can still have Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace, as the Kingpin. I can let that be. As far as I'm concerned, besides Vincent D'Onofrio, Michael Clark Duncan played a great Kingpin. I can leave that alone.
Yeah.
But to introduce Mr. Psych, for all those that are not Daredevil readers, think of a person that's about as diabolical as Doctor Strange, but never lays a hand on you. Can get to you in any way or form, but never commits the crime. At the same time, nobody knows about him for the better part of the story. He's basically the guy in the shadows. But you do see Daredevil trying to figure out who he is. At the same time, Kingpin is paranoid. Bodies are dropping left and right. There's actually a scene in the comic book, which you can see in the movies, where he literally destroys an entire building full of his employees because he can't trust them.
It's very Kingpin.
And again, it drives him to the point of paranoia, really, to where he even accuses Daredevil, and then they have a big ass fight. But at the end of it all, to save a point, Daredevil actually winds up saving Fisk. And at the same time, you get introduced to Stick. You actually get introduced to the Hand. So you actually get more characters in this story than you would the original story. But you can do without the origin. So that's what I would do. And then, of course, if you really wanted to tease people, you could actually throw in Spider-Man because he also appears in Underboss as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your tie-in.
as played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
I want you to go to hell. Go to hell.
Hell no. Let that man get balled by that bear.
Oh my god.
Leave him with the bear. Don't even help the bear.
That go to hell has some stank on it, bro.
The fuck?
She's saying that was the bolognese talking. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it vodka sauce bolognese that you ate?
No, venison, deer meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bambi said "fuck you."
I would go
Run
back.
faster.
I would go back after you gave us Man of Steel. I will go ahead and give us Man of Steel 2, and have it be Brainiac.
Nice.
I don't want Lex because y'all can't seem to get it right. I'm hoping that Nicholas Hoult does a great job.
Mm-hmm.
But it was literally there in Man of Steel. It was literally there when he was flying towards the cloud and everything, and it was attacking him. It was. I'm like, fuck, that's Brainiac. Like, you could do this.
Mm-hmm.
You would have gave us Brainiac and did away with whatever fucking Lex that was. I don't fuck that was. Even Jesse Eisenberg just said, they asked him, they said, do you have any tips for Nicholas Hoult? He said, yes, don't watch my version.
Don't be Lex on Ritalin.
Yeah. So there's that. Make Ultron a bigger threat.
Yes.
Because
keep the same actor.
AI. Keep the same fucking actor. Because hearing James Spader talk, and it's very calm. It's that D'Onofrio effect. It's very calm, but it's very intense at the same time. And it's just like, it's never raises the voice. It's just very level, and you're just like, this son of a bitch can kill me without moving.
But I love the fact that this is basically Raymond Reddington in a robotic voice. That's all I needed.
and not knock on and not kill off Quicksilver, because I mean the guy was running fast enough to destroy Ultron robots. And you mean to tell me he couldn't dodge the bullets?
So what I'm hearing is the MCU needs to take on the practice of fuck them kids.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's always going to bother me. You are fast enough to push a car in front of Hawkeye and the kid, and yet not fast enough to also get behind it.
Yeah.
That you know what it is? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's Darwin all over again.
Oh boy.
And apparently Zemo's family wasn't fast enough to get away.
We will never forgive them for Darwin.
I blame Bryan Singer.
Oh yeah, I think everybody blames Bryan Singer. Jesus Christ.
Are they giving that man a part in DC universe? Did I see something?
Yes,
the guy
he's
who played
Mr.
Dark-
He's Mr. Terrific.
Terrific. Okay, right.
Yeah, he's playing Mr. Terrific.
Somebody was saying, what if in Deadpool they bring him back and he's like, I would never die. I've been trying to put myself back together this whole time.
Yeah,
that would be redemption.
Fedemaz on IG said Michael Rosenbaum was the perfect Lex, and I stand on that. He's right.
Yeah.
Michael Rosenbaum's run as Lex, probably the best Lex.
Yeah, untouched.
Live action Lex, best Lex.
I would love to see Billy Zane take a crack at it. I would love to see Billy Zane take a crack at Lex Luthor because of Demon Knight. The only reason why is because of what he did in Demon Knight.
In the 90s, yeah, not now.
Not now. Maybe not now, right? Not now, but in the 90s, the early 2000s, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just sorry when you mentioned Demon Knight, and I just think about that scene where he just gets too pissed.
Yeah.
Hold on. No,
he went four. How you gonna do 4 accents in 5 minutes?
All he wanted was the daggone vial. But yeah, I would change, make him more of a threat. Give us Brainiac for Man of Steel 2. And it was and you and me and Spartan, we talked about this in the chat. Give us Luis. Quit fucking around. Just give us the fucking you had it there. It's like, give us the fucking recap with Luis. But the whole Quantum Manium thing, there's another story you could have used. And it's fine, you would have had a version of Kang, but you should have made that level of terror wasn't enough.
Right.
It wasn't enough. And no shade to Jonathan Majors. He played the part.
Yeah.
But that level of terror, like, it was so frequent when Scott realized, wait a minute, he's not dead. What if he's not dead? What if because the thing he's in is the same thing Scott got trapped in when he ran through multiple versions of himself. He's not dead. He's just trapped. And if he figures out the same way Scott figured out, hey,
he can get out.
Yeah, we can get through this if we work together. That makes him more dangerous because he figures out a way. But
and he's pissed.
Yeah, and he's pissed. Like they said he was the most dangerous one, and that's why he was exiled. They said that.
But at one point, I'm not gonna lie, Quantum Mania Ant-Man should have died.
We all were fully rooting for. We all came in that movie rooting for Kang.
Not gonna lie,
none of us. None of us got to live.
That's fair.
Well, like,
I mean,
it was.
I mean, if you're gonna really show how dominant Kang was, Ant-Man of all people had to die.
It could have been, it could have been Hank. It didn't have to be Scott. It could be Hank,
right?
Because we're just like, you got the wife back together, but now the threat is bigger. You lose you lost your mentor.
It makes sense. Versus
you don't have to lose the daughter. You don't have to lose anybody else, but lose Hank.
I mean, yeah, you can't lose Cassie because Cassie's going to basically be a part of Young Avengers. That's coming.
Right. That's fair. Yeah. Stature.
Yeah. Wasp didn't really have a place there, but I wouldn't take her out. I would take out the mentor. He's got the love of his life back, so he's happy. He's happy.
He's got a grandkid by proxy.
Yeah. Now,
yeah.
Snatch that away.
And you also have the issue now of how do you kill him off, because you can't have two Ant-Mans for the next 10 to 15 years.
You cannot.
So how are you going to get him, exit him out of the whole thing?
Right.
You turn Hank Pym into Yellow Jacket.
Yep. You use his technology against him.
Yeah, because we could have done without MODOK.
I think MODOK could have done without MODOK.
I mean, MODOK needed more assistance in the VFX department because Jesus.
Yeah.
Nah, MODOK needed more sun. That's what that was.
He looked like George Lopez in Spy Kids 3D game.
Stop.
I couldn't unsee it once I saw the side by side.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that too.
It's really bad. But yeah, those are just some of the picks. Once again, we know their creative choices. I think they, at the time of a lot of their filming and timing and whatever the case may be, they think, okay, this looks good. This looks good. Yeah, it looks good on paper. In the end, does it look good in the long run?
Right.
How does it play in the long run? I don't think a lot of them think long-term goal. Like, this is great now. How does this affect anything else? Look at Jim Gunn. I'm going to tell 3 stories. And yes, you may see these characters in other films, but their stories will be contained in my world. And there's not going to be a actual tie-in. I mean, because they're on their own thing, right?
But I love the fact that you called your first volume Gods and Monsters. That alone is a title itself.
Yeah. And that was one of my favorite animated features. Because you had the trilogy, the Trinity, but they were not the standard who would be Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Ironheart has finished filming. They're done. It will be released, they said, next year. So I think now it's just going through all they're taking their time.
Before we get the mask, before we get the whole press tour and all that good stuff.
Yeah, they're taking their time. And I can appreciate that. I think they've scaled things back.
This is a filler year.
I think Ironheart being a part of the Young Avengers, no. I think she'd be better off as a standalone character because there's so much there that could be written.
Because I mean,
but they need her. They need her.
They need a star. They need
but they don't need her in a group though, because the Young Avengers can write themselves.
Yeah.
Not okay. I comic book wise, yes. With what they have so far, it's not strong enough. These kids are not. They're not hitting big name villains out the gate.
I would say bring her in not as a team member, but as a liaison.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, Batman. She build that character up. Like, we've gotten Kate built up. We know about Kate. We've gotten Miss Marvel built up. We know about that. Cassie's being built up. Build up Isaiah Bradley's grandson.
Yep.
To an extent, we've had Speed and Wiccan built up too. To an extent,
yeah. So let's build them characters up and get them situated. Use Ironheart as she's the liaison. She's like, I think I know somebody who can fix this, or something to that effect. Because we know Ironheart she barely just became a team player at the end of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Just barely, and that was thanks to Shuri. So let's rock with that for a little bit. She's learning to be more accepting. She's learning to help. She's, because right now she's hustling.
And she may or may not have walked off with Wakanda intact. She may or may not have.
I mean,
we know nothing.
I mean, they said you couldn't take the suit. They said nothing about technology.
I mean, they did put the car back together. Who's to say they didn't already give her a little?
A little shimmer on the shirt.
All I'm saying is nobody was looking at hands changing when Rihanna was singing "Lift Me Up." That's all I'm saying. Nobody was checking hands.
I mean, Shuri said Shuri literally said, "Yeah, we got your dad's car back together, and we're shipping it to you." With a little something extra,
little shamalama ding dong in there. Yeah,
whatever you do not press the button on the side seat of the driver's side.
Yeah.
Ejectocito, cuz.
I was trying to lean the seat back. Well, now you're in the
right.
last.
Bam, I don't see nothing. Right.
Sure, you probably gave her a little Trevor Noah AI in there somewhere.
Okay.
Emergencies.
You go ahead and slide you a little something in there. Ain't nobody got to know. We know you. And Sherry was just like, I'm gonna let that go.
I just want to see M'Baku.
I'm gonna let that go.
M'Baku as the leader of Wakanda is going to be interesting. Just
I fully expect his script to be full of complaints about having to go to meetings, wear a suit, be a politician, and how much he hates this shit.
Why are we here talking?
I mean, I'm surprised he got away with his line. His line to Okoye still sticks in my head.
Just look, we sat up in the theater. We were just like, yo, did you say that, dude? Okay, well, I guess if anybody can
Just
get
the
away
whole
with it.
time, you bald-headed demon. I was like, just
Okoye was took back. She was like, hold the fuck up.
Only Winston Duke could have pulled that off the way he did, because nobody else would have been able to pull that off like that.
Nah,
So bravo.
not without hands being thrown.
So Phantom Oz on IG said that was the problem with Multiverse of Madness. It didn't grow Chavez that much. True. She learned to use her powers, but she needs screen time to grow into a leader before they can assemble young Avengers.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
Completely agree.
They didn't, I wouldn't say wasted the character, but they didn't really. It could have been.
She wasn't the focus. She
wasn't focused, right?
What is it? The catalyst.
She was
catalyst.
Yeah.
So Amara
don't get
Media
wrong
said
with-
it.
Now with the young
Very much
Avengers,
forgettable for somebody who is a barrier breaker in a multiverse right now.
Yeah, because this at this point, like even Miss Marvel is just like, ooh, you can travel through unit. Like that's not on her radar right now.
Pretty much, she's still on that line of is this a test? Is this an Avengers test?
they have time to build these characters up if they feature them in other cinematic features and do it right.
But that's the thing, though. You only have one movie coming out this year. You have a whole entire year to build everything else up properly.
True.
You really do.
So I think they really could use America Chavez.
Isn't she part of the Young Avengers?
She is.
She is.
Yep. She was a she's part of the.
Cassie Lang said she has friends and never explained who they were. So
yeah,
she was an original Young Avenger, but she was in the part of the second iteration after
Right.
Patriot left.
Really well.
Mayhem clock out.
just rip Dom Toretto really well.
I hate you. Didn't she live in? She lives in Cali, right? So she could be. They could also introduce West Coast Avengers.
Yeah,
Could be that.
Bring in Clint Barton. He was just like, oh God, not these kids again.
Clint Barton is turning.
Oh, no.
Clint Barton is turning into what's his face from Die Hard. Just again, I told you I'm retired.
I just want to go home.
No, you want to be trashy about it. Do the Great Lakes Avengers and see what they put together.
Oh dear God.
They mentioned Ohio and Cleveland quite a bit. At this point in the game, why not?
That part.
Ooh, I see a what if episode coming.
But at that point, I'm gonna just be like, oh fuck, not these.
And what if America Chavez was useful?
I mean, she can get the. I mean, she knows how to pinpoint Monica.
I'm just gonna go to the very blunt side of Twitter. You gave us a border hopping Mexican named her after our country from the interdimensional planet of space lesbians and explained none of that. You dressed her like a walking Hollister ad and then just paraded her through like different dimensions, and then you locked her in a cage for like half the movie.
I'm not mad about that. The only thing I was going to say was,
I had to come away from the microphone on that one.
Tafari, you did miss one part though.
Which one?
She did hop a fence.
Don't you put that on us!
Shut up! Shut up! Everybody, shut up!
Like once I saw somebody kind of point it out like that, I was like, "That's a violent way to put it." But shit, he's not wrong.
Spot on, good sir. Spot on.
Like,
I approve.
At which point,
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Yeah, that was a Homelander description I gave. Let's call it that. That was the Homelander version. But
I'm just saying. As the more I thought about that, I said you did miss one detail.
Chris said, "Oh my!"
even then, I was hoping for more. Her back. She was like, "Oh, those are my mom's," and there they go. That's enough of that.
Oh man.
Well, we're docking.
Yeah.
If you're still with us, we thank you.
Yes. For those
Thank
who
you for
are
hanging
that stayed
with
in, we appreciate everybody who stayed in and enjoyed the show. Chimed in with some of their favorite thoughts and theories. But as we have to do this,
Really?
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
yeah,
I'm sorry, that was funny. It's like as we're docking, and go, doop, and she just goes.
Thank you, Christy. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell their friends and tell them get over to their YouTube channel.
Tell them in their sleep so they can wake up and say, you know what, I want to listen to the Blurred's Eye View.
Yeah. And not only that, tell them y'all want to see us in person at your local convention.
Yes.
Write letters.
Write letters. Talk
Write
to
your
the
local
people.
congressman.
Say we like what they're about.
Because we keep doing those instead of a form for some reason.
That part. Take the time that you would use to bitch and complain on TikTok and promote us along with other Blurred podcast creators who are trying to do the damn thing.
I mean, if you've seen the TikTok, you've seen Ron Burgundy. If you missed those first 5 minutes,
right, you miss a lot.
Yeah. What can I tell you?
Shoot, especially Tuesday, you missed a lot. You missed a lot on Tuesday.
We don't waste time. We don't. It's like watching. It's like you skip a good episode of Saturday Night Live. Like you skip a good episode. You're like, what? Megan showed up. Fuck. Let me go back and watch that.
Right.
Like the one day I was like, I only watch. Let's face it. I watch Saturday Night Live when a certain guest. By the way, before we sign off, Jason Momoa, fantastic job on Fast X.
Yeah,
I got nothing else.
Oh, okay.
I like him.
That was random as shit.
He's just a fun. Even he said it's fun playing a villain. Yes, it is. You're diabolical, sir.
I can see why Don was mad that he stole the show.
Like just charisma. It must be a Samoan thing.
Not part
if
of
we know any Samoans that you would like to introduce us to, please do.
I'm not allowed.
That part.
You're not allowed.
Not allowed.
Liar.
No, I'm not allowed.
Liar.
Y'all don't remember? Okay, never mind. I met Jason Momoa once, and that's all I was allowed. So,
all you was allowed. What'd you do?
What a woman.
Okay, never mind.
The minute you asked that, her eyes got shiny. Okay, her eyes got shiny.
She lit her intrusive thoughts win. Hellspawn. It's the same thing. He almost let his intrusive thoughts win when he met Jay Cargill. Almost. I mean,
he had more to lose than I did. So
when I meet Athena, it's a wrap. That's all I gotta say.
When he said she smells like cocoa butter and ambrosia, I'm like, dude,
I mean, I can only imagine. I'm about to say I always wondered if she was smelling like cocoa butter and shea and just fava beans. Just
that woman does not have a bad angle. I'm just saying.
Mr. Momoa smells like a man.
Wow.
I just want to have Mr. Momoa, I'd like to have a couple beers with you.
Good. That is just straight hygiene.
Kira, stay with us.
What?
Stay with
us.
us.
No, baby. That was a moment.
Even your edges are drooling over there. I don't know how to feel about that.
Anyway, you're a dream, Jason. And you can find me right here on Room Full of Blurs on Instagram. I have my DMs wide open. You can
Bama, always Bama with the
clock out.
I was waiting for it. He didn't disappoint.
Not me.
Jay
Cargill. I just want to be clear.
He's talking about Jay Cargill.
He's talking about Jay Cargill.
Death by
you need a safe word, dude.
Here, Death by Snoo Snoo is truly it's a warrior's death.
Golly, I still remember that episode. She alright. She alright.
This will kill you. I do not care.
take it L. I'm talking about Jason some more. Y'all keep bringing this woman up, but yeah, got a butt like a quarterback. Jesus.
Focus, grasshopper. Focus.
I'm very focused.
Focus on the wrong thing. Oh my god.
I have wide open, Trey, wide open. I have a podcast that I also do on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that is live and in living color. And I am also starting a comic book reading club on that podcast where we are currently discussing the character Storm. We are going over wide open spaces with this character and William, I need you to shut up. I'm going over Storm's character.
I think our computer is on the fritz right now.
Great detail. I'm getting through this. God damn it. We're going over Storm. We're currently reading X-Men Red volumes 1 through books 1 through 3. I'm currently holding myself to keep myself together. I also am on TikTok. I'm also on Fanbase, kind of Facebook, and there's something else that's out there. Oh, I had another podcast on Spotify called Child of Mandalore where I talk about the history of Mandalore. You should listen. I do voices on it from time to time. It's really good. Honestly, I need you to come back from the dark side that Will has led you from. I really do. I don't need.
My gosh.
I don't need.
Everybody
Start throwing the yarn ball. The yarn ball.
The ginger ale and go lay down.
I do voice acting as well. That's a thing that I do. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm studying for a test. I'm tired. I didn't know today was Thursday.
Oh, I
I've been
forgot.
thrown off entirely, but I'm here in spirit, y'all. I'm here. Pray for me. And Jason. Regularly.
I mean, he is on the market, so I'm just saying.
Damn sure is. You think I don't know? Wide open.
There's a lot of good stock over there. I'm just saying. Somewhere Lisa Bonet is on. I don't know what voodoo.
Miss Lord Priestess Bonet, I need your advice.
Her, Cree Summer, and Erykah Badu are literally the triangle. The triumphant. They're the triangle. I don't know what's happening over there. I don't even care. I
went to that Andre 3000 movie. That was some Baduism in that entire. It was. I was.
I already know one. Corey, hold on.
I'm very much. If he does it again, if you are someone who participates in extracurricular activities, I encourage doing them. You'll probably see whatever he's seeing on that screen. I was just there for the flute.
That shit was. Hold on. That shit was relaxing, wasn't it? Put you a whole your mindset. I'm telling you, y'all, those out there, y'all hating on Dre. I'm telling you, if you are having a bad day, listen to that album. That will put your mind
at ease.
I will say you kind of get a better idea of the album because once you get to track 3, he's actually doing like Panther movements. I'm like, oh, this is what you were seeing as you were playing this shit in the movie.
The light skin triangle. Jesus, bad.
Wow.
Well, it works.
Anyhow, when Bama goes away.
It's the lights. It's that triangle with the queen walking around him, just like I taught you. Just like I taught you.
His brand is called Myriads of Pyramids.
Oh.
Anyhow, you can find me here on all platforms officially. I do the editing and stuff for Blurred's Eye View. Just to let everybody know, we are officially at the 500 subscriber mark. Thank you. But to finish with monetization, we have to get 3,000 hours, and we are at 2,300. Problem is, we're on a running clock, so you only get hours for a year's worth of your upload. So y'all lose your hours from like the Carl Jones and stuff like next week. So if everybody wants to,
that means you need to get your asses over.
So we are on a running clock. So if everybody can please go back and watch an old episode or watch like a couple of the clips, it really helps.
Or get your friends to watch our shit, y'all. Stop fucking around.
Like it goes up and down every day because for every upload I put up, we're losing another one from like a year ago. So please share with your friends. Also, next week is officially Black History Month, starting from next Thursday. It is a leap year. So all of your plans will now be 29 days instead of 28. Please take advantage. So it's 29 days of black cosplay or whatever else you're going to do. We only get it every 4 years. I don't want to see that blow by, everybody. Don't waste it. Second thing, the block button, the ban button, and the delete button are your best friends. I say this because February is the only month the algorithm really likes us. And January to March is when all like the faceless, all white bot accounts seem to come out. Don't get banned. Don't catch the 30. Do not get kicked off the algorithm on the 1 month that it likes us. That is my advice to Black America.
I will say this: December 21st did give us superpowers. We may not be the X-Men, however, we got some shit.
No, I'm so serious. I've been looking down on my phone. They've been fucking with me the whole show. Like, I'm being funny, but I've been hitting the ban button for the last 2 fucking hours. I don't know where they come from.
Look, if I get another, hey, I'm like, who's this person? Click. Only what the fuck? I don't know who this. I don't care about no only bands. What are you?
The quickest way to spot them. It's either an anime profile picture with no followers, it's a lock profile with no profile picture, or it's a black profile with no other pictures. Those are like the big 3 red flags. Don't engage. They're just trying to get you. Do not get put in internet jail. It is not worth it. You have a chance to thrive. You get an extra day to do so. Also, Suicide Squad and Madam Web are going to suck. So the entire nerdy culture is on us. It's on that is room for us to carry and grow next month.
They are pushing this. They're pushing the Suicide Squad game. I swear to God.
Yeah, they are pushing Kill the Justice League.
I'm telling you, Marvel and DC are boring the fuck out of us next month, and that is a month that we can all share.
I will spend next month playing Tekken 8. And
playing Eddie with the swoop cut.
Doesn't Abigail come out next month? I'm gonna watch Abigail. Power
World, not Power World. That's psycho.
I mean, it's out there.
Hi. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ladies, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Once again, it is your frosty bearded blur coin here with the crew of all crews. I don't care what anybody says. We're strong, y'all. We know what we're doing, and we're all about just bringing awareness to other creators and stuff. Now, you see this name right here? You can find it across social media at your risk. I will tell you that right now. The latest episode of the Blurred Corn Speaks podcast, I'm gonna have that out by tomorrow. It was supposed to be a couple days ago, but life be lifing. And thanks to Emron and all the wonderful people that were part of the podcast, or the cause, the record breaking.
March of the record.
Yes. So as a result, I will have an appearance on the Unhinged While Anchored podcast with Goddess tomorrow evening at 8:00. I think she's gonna pick my brain on being a blur. This is gonna be fun.
I gotta set mine up. She's like, I need my pictures. I'm like, I'll get to it, sweetie.
I'm gonna need you to be on that, sir.
I'm a busy man.
Need you to be on that.
I was like,
just do that.
I only have one Maria Hill, and I refuse to watch her bleed out. I refuse.
My amazing folks over at Our Family Plays Games, they had their OFPG Voices episode premiere yesterday with me in it, and I'm not gonna lie, I got a little teary-eyed because I'm not used to seeing me up there. I'm used to contributing and not taking the credit, but those folks are doing the damn thing. So if you want to support some amazing people who have a love for board games and just a black family, period, Our Family Plays Games on IG. Go check them out. But in the meantime, support the gang. They're right here. They're amazing. And they let me along for the ride. So thank you.
There it is. Cinematic Assassin. We'll be watching. Pop Funko Hunter. Purveyor and of many things that he makes Indiana Jones jealous.
And a bag, we call him a bag brother.
And this comment hot shotter.
I keep bumping, just in arm's reach, just so they know it's real. You can find me at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. I talk movies and comics and TV and Funko, and I'm branching out all sorts of collectibles. I just keep something in arm's reach, just so they know it's cool. So if any of that sounds cool to you, definitely hit me up. We can chit chat. We can collab. We can do whatever. I am the editor-in-chief of blurredseyeview.org. Change is coming soon. I am involved with a project called the Fourth Archive. It is a horror anthology situation that's going to be shooting this spring, summer. So details to come. Be on the lookout. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm a homebody. I'm not like these industrious people on the side. I just like to be in the crib.
I don't like to go outside.
Industrious.
Won't tell you where I live. So on that lovely note, mental health is important, guys. I'm a living example. So please take your PTO, and take a deep breath and enjoy the day.
Right. Black Spartan's in the building.
I've been called a lot of things, but industrious. I didn't look that up for a second. I had to look that one up. Of all the words I don't know, industrious. Hold up.
Let me tell you something about Spartan. We enjoy his 9 to 5 stories.
Daily.
They are quite enjoyable.
It just lets me know I'm not crazy.
Oh no! If you worked in the IT world, you're not crazy.
It's the quiet shade that is given. And I'm just like,
quiet.
It's not quiet.
They don't know what to do. That's why they get quiet. So
it's when you call them out on it. That's where it's funny. It's funny just to watch a napkin squirm. Anyway, Black Box 447 is where you can find me on the socials. I usually do reviews on everything, including gym stuff, because I do a couple push-ups. Or as Will has said, apparently a room full of me is terrifying. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll just leave that one alone. Anyway, aside from that, guys, I do
sounds like a bad porn. I'm just saying. It's like 157 on X videos or something like that.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my God.
Now I might want to change my name. Good Lord. Jesus.
That being said, I do have a couple of podcasts. My daily news political podcast, How the Frack We Got Here, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Of course, my video game podcast, Get Bit, which is also every Friday at 7 p.m. Both podcasts can be found wherever podcasts can be seen or heard. Definitely check out my writing column on the bloated.org website for wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real and people are fake. And the Royal Rumble is this weekend. So we're going to hope they don't screw this one up. We're going to hope.
That sorry, badly. That was I had to.
As long as Gunther doesn't win, I'm fine.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Bianca Belair for being the first Black woman on the cover of a WWE game, by the way.
I'm sorry, but those women in the ring and the eruption of applause that they had, that touches.
Yeah.
So shout out to the sisters of the WWE.
Also, Bianca Belair and her husband have a Hulu reality show coming out, so that's bound to be interesting. Aside from that, guys, again, we keep saying this all the time. Just don't like something, share it, let people know about it. Word of mouth is the greatest tool we have against the algorithm. As Kira would say, F the algorithm. Again, guys, we're all doing something at this point. As Navy has pointed out in his words of encouragement, which I always love to share, because Navy's kind of like that life coach that'll basically cuss you out, but will love you afterwards. He's like if Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow decide to have a summit. And somehow they watch Dragon Ball get Master Roshi. But anyway, follow everybody here as well. Again, the same rules they said for cosplaying, the same rules in life. Number one, respect the cosplayer at all times, because trust me, they usually get a guy like me to help you find the exit. I have no problem with that. Which is why I'm so glad that Chris did not play Roadhouse. I'm so glad he did not play that.
My heart wasn't in it. I'm like,
I was waiting on it.
I thought for a second he was going to play the Roadhouse trailer. I'm like, oh dear God, no.
No.
And I still haven't watched it, and I'm saving myself the trouble.
Yeah, you'll do yourself a huge favor. Rule number 2: wash your ass. That does mean let water and soap hit you. That also means put on deodorant. That also means put on cologne. But please, oh God, do not bathe in Axe. Axe is not the one solve for all, cure all for funk. And the number 3 rule is the same rule that I have for myself as well as everybody else in a world like this. It helps to be nice, be kind, share your fandoms, share them with others. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Word was preached. And now the collection plate will be passed around. Give all you can. The Lord Bast thanks you.
Jesus Christ.
Lord Bast help me. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm your man on the wall, Chris Fury. I want to thank everybody in IG, Twitch, and YouTube for joining into the conversation. Thank you all. I hope we kept you entertained. I hope we kept tears in your eyes from laughter. And most of all, I hope you kept us on your screens. So speaking of on your screens, you can catch us every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Twitch, and IG. You can also go to the YouTube channel, show your love and your support. Get us, we're past 500, but let's get us up there. Let's get those watch hours up. Let's not play. Let's talk to your people. Say, man, this show was funny as hell. If you like Saturday Night Live, if you like the Arsenio Hall show, I'm dating myself. If you like Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, now that they got the Roots as a house band, that's the only reason why I watch. Check us out. Give us a 10. Tell your local con that you know what, you need to reach out to the man on the wall. Like, they are entertaining. We know a lot of stuff. We do, and we know what the fuck we talking about. And we're not allowed, and we're not afraid of holding people's feet to the fire, aren't we, little Manny?
I like them toasty.
Anyway,
wow.
You can always catch us on Always Press Record. That's APR TV on Roku, Amazon, and Fire devices. Just go to Always Press Record on your Roku or Amazon device. Download it completely free, and you can check us out. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, and now the Be On Air Network, thanks to the Ohio Media School. So thank you to that. You can also check us out everywhere. Our fingers are in everything. So go to the IG page. Pause. If Raw was here, I would have seen him right now. Shout out to DC and Raw says they're out there in Orlando at a podcast summit. So shout out to those guys out there. Shout out to Candy B. She is a busy woman. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's got several events planned for the year, including a wedding. Shocking. It's like I don't know how she's gonna pull it off. But it's gonna be interesting. I can see myself now. Do you need anything? Just anything. Like, I'll carry you to the car. I'll help 8 take you to the car so you can sleep. Go sleep.
Let's sleep. Sounds wonderful.
You earned it. But shout out to all the people. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I'm Chris Fury. This is the gang. You know how we do. We get the good stuff. We get the good people. And we have a lot of fun while we're doing it. Yeah. So if you enjoyed all of these things that we've done tonight, that we're going to be revisiting, just like the villain arc. Fun.
Stop it, Kara. Stop it.
You will see us everywhere. If you listen to your podcast, you will see us everywhere you watch, including YouTube, show you love, and all those other great things. We will see you Tuesday. After all this rain is finally gone.
Oh, mayhem.
If you're locked in from the weather, watch an old episode.
Right.
Stay indoors. It's raining season now. At least according to Mother Nature. Until then, we will see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Check you next Tuesday.